Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Raconteur Society interview series, where we get a little bit more information on the Raconteur Society members and Raconteur reservists. Today, we're interviewing Brad. Mr. Brad Helton has been with the group as far as our streaming services since the beginning and way before that. Hi, Brad. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
All right. First off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What do you want to know? I'm a gamer. I play games.
Would you say you're a little bit gamey?
Sometimes.
How long have you been playing tabletop role-playing?
Ever since my therapist said it would be good for me.
What tabletop role-playing games have you played to this date?
Too many, actually, probably.
What tabletop role-playing game are you currently playing?
I don't know. What are we playing this Tuesday? Pathfinder?
Yes.
Well, that'd be the most current one for me.
What is your favorite type of role-playing game or genre of role-playing game?
I like the Western genre. I really like that. Deadlands Classic, Warhammer Fantasy. Though I am kind of looking to get back into the D&D. Kind of late for us. It's been out. 5th edition's been out for 10 years. And then I do like some of the other stuff like Twilight 2000. I've always liked that.
And how long have you been with the Raconteur Society?
I don't know, when did we start?
What is your favorite tabletop role-playing game system and why?
Probably Deadlands Classics. It's the combination of the dice, the cards, the ease of making a character and actually making it kind of detailed. It just seems very, how do you say, flexible.
What is your favorite character that you've played, and what tabletop system were they in?
As far as recently, probably Frederick Cobb from Deadlands. I've also liked, I had a pirate character from Warhammer Fantasy that we used to play a long time ago. I actually played that to retirement.
Oh, wow.
Until, it was like, okay, we're done with this. We can't go any further. So that was good.
That's cool. What aspect of Cobb stands out to you the most?
I like the fact that Cobb is not a killer.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that he's got the religious, moral background to him, and he's not afraid to bring that up in front of other players. And I do remember some cool scenes where it was like, no, we can't do this, or I don't want to be a part of this. You guys do what you want, but then we'd work it out like a party.
What's a trivia question that the viewers could ask about you? What's a trivia question about yourself that you
Is that a real person? I don't know.
What's your favorite cartoon or anime?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Trigun, Samurai, Champloo, Akira, stuff like that. Or heavy metal. Gotta have a little bit of American. Gotta have some American in there.
Have you ever live action role played, and if so, where?
No, I am not a LARPer. The closest thing I went was we went to FlatCon.
Oh.
And I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and some guy bumped the light off me, and then I was like, oh, this guy's a troubadour from Vampire the Masquerade. They were LARPing in the other building next to us.
Is there a specific area of pop culture that interests you the most?
That's called nostalgic. It's the 80s.
Right. So what about that time period interested you the most, I guess? What was it what's one thing about it that you're just like, man?
The music.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? The music was just really good, I thought. I mean, it sounds corny, but it just had a story element to a lot of the music.
What type of gaming events have you been to? Or how many, I guess?
Not too many. I've been to Gen Con a couple of times. The big change that I hate is most of the independent small dealers don't get to go there anymore because it's too expensive. You used to be able to go there and look for those hard to find modules or games that you were, that you really wanted, fill out a collection or something, or you just get them cheap.
What tabletop role-playing game systems or system would you like to try that you haven't yet?
Well, I definitely want to try more with D&D 5e. I mean, I have played, and I played with other groups, but just not a whole lot. We have played so many, but there's a lot of little genre ones.
Yeah.
I've seen one with World War II, which I would kind of like to do, that's based on Free League's Twilight 2000.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've seen one, like a Revolutionary War one, that's based on 5e.
Oh, wow.
The dragons and stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of neat stuff. This is actually a pretty good period for having a lot of different genre-type role-playing games.
It really is, yeah. What is your favorite personal item in your gaming gear that you use at every session?
My folder. I really like the folder I have. It's where you can put binderless. You can put your papers in and stuff like that and everything. I think that's really neat for organizing characters and stuff like that. Because I don't really like having a computer necessarily in front of me. I still like that old time feeling of having a character in your notebook and all that stuff.
I agree. What are some memorable tabletop role-playing game moments that you were part of that stand out to you in your mind a lot?
Yeah. I remember moments, me, Mike, and another friend, Eric, we used to play. God, we used to play till like 4, 5 in the morning down in my parents' basement's house, when I was a kid, down in the basement, and then we'd run up to Hardee's to get something for breakfast. Going over to Mike's house and just having these 8 and 10 hour gaming fests and stuff.
Weekend-long games, yeah. Awesome. What is one thing you would like your viewers to know about you?
It's really hard to say. You know what? I'm sort of the what do you call it? Introvert. So I don't want people to know anything about me.
What is your favorite gaming snack?
See, I don't really snack too much, but coffee is good. Cold water. I love ice water.
How many sets of dice do you have?
Not that many. That's the one thing. Let's go back. The one thing I kind of miss is going someplace where you could buy your dice and just get all the individual dice stuff.
Yep.
And maybe Gen Con is probably the only place you can do that now, because you can't even get it in some of these game stores.
Right.
Where we're from, at least.
Right.
I know people in the big cities and stuff like that can, but we can't. Right. But yeah, as far as how many dice, I've got one that I have for the Deadlands stuff, and then I keep one for all the other games, and then I've got an old set from the 1980s that's still in an old can. Just I had to retire them all,
Right. That's cool. What is the most amount of people that you have tabletop with at the same time?
Probably about 10 or 12, and that was at my first Gen Con.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I said, never again.
Do you have anything you would like to ask the interviewer about?
I'll ask you the same thing Bobby did. Who's going to interview you?
I have no idea.
Should just get all of us together and we'll write questions and just get you one at a time.
That'd be great. What would you tell those that have never played a role-playing game before but have an interest in playing?
Get out there and do it. That's all there is to it. I mean, they even make solo gaming now that you can try out. And if anything, convince your friends. Have them come over for something else and then lock them in the basement with you and tell them they're not going to get out. Go to your local library, go to your game store, see if you can find some people. And just remember, just be respectful and nice to others, and you'll probably find a group that you can play with.
All right, folks. Well, that concludes our interview for Mr. Brad Helton tonight. Don't forget to check out our social medias by visiting our link tree. And every Tuesday night, we live stream on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Clapper. Thank you, Brad, for coming.
Yep.
We'll see you all again on Tuesday.